This video tutorial will show you how to access your Google Drive. It is a free application that is available to individuals with a Google account. This application is available to us because we all have a Google account through MATC. I will also demonstrate how to develop folders in your Google Drive. Basically, Google Drive exists as a portal to house all of your documents. When folders and documents are developed in Google Drive, you are developing an online filing system that is housed in the cloud. You are able to access your files and documents from any computer as long as you have internet access. Therefore, it's no longer necessary to carry around a jump drive. For this course, you will be developing a folder that correlates to the online class that you are developing and designing, and at least 2 folders that correlate to the modules that would house your course content. Finally, I will cover some of the basic Drive features, including categorizing documents within files, sharing features, which allows you to share your folders and documents with others and collaborators. I'll show you how to upload files from a jump drive or a hard drive to your Google Drive, how to use the search feature, and how to delete a folder from your drive. As always, I will be using Google Chrome as my internet browser. I can either select the Google icons on my screen or access my drive directly from google.com. You can access the blue sign-in button in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Enter your MATC credentials, including your complete email address, and then select Sign In. I am currently signed into my MATC account that's associated with Google. Now you can select the Google Apps icon to access all of the many free applications that are available to you. Select Drive. You will now have access to your Google Drive. As you can see, I use my drive extensively. I have a plethora of folders already established based on content area or courses that I am currently teaching or have taught in the past. Okay, let's get started. I will show you how to create a folder. On the left-hand side of your screen, you will choose the Create button. When you choose this button, you have many options available to you. You can develop a folder. You can create a document that's similar to Microsoft Word. You can create a presentation that's similar to Microsoft PowerPoint, a spreadsheet that's similar to Microsoft Excel. You can develop forms if you want to develop a form so that your students can provide you with intricate information about themselves, or you can do this as part of your course evaluation. Those can also be developed as forms. There's also drawings, diagrams, and PDF merge applications in here. But for this task, we're going to simply select Folder. Now you'll see a prompt on your screen that's going to allow you to give the folder a name. So typically, and especially for this course and this assignment, you'll name the folder according to the course that you're going to develop for this class. And because I'm not really developing a specific class, I'm just going to name this folder Online Class. Once you give it a name specific to the online course that you are developing, select Create. As you can see, if I scroll down on my screen, I will now have a folder that's labeled Online Class. And here it is. So I have the view pictorially by folders on my screen, but also to the left under My Drive, I also have a view of all the different folders that I have developed in my drive. And all of these folders house content and documents and PDF files, tests, exams, anything associated with that course. So now that you've developed a folder In order to develop folders inside of that folder, you will simply click on the folder Online Class in this situation. Now I am inside of my folder that's labeled Online Class. I know that because the Online Class folder is flanked at the top of that screen. And now anything that I develop will be contained inside of that folder. So now I'm going to develop additional folders that are categorized according to the modules that I'll develop for class. So again, go back to Create and select Folder. And for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to label this folder Module Number 1. You would label the folder according to the module name that you're developing for your course. Select Create, and now I have Module Number 1 folder, and I'll make Module Number 2 as well. So there you have it. I've developed one folder that correlates to the course name that I'm going to be developing for this online class, and two folders that correlates to the modules that I will be developing that's also associated with the online course. Each of these module folders will then contain documents that I'll be developing for class. So for example, if I go into Module 1 folder, I'll open that up. And again, flanked at the top of the screen, you see Module Number 1. And now I can create documents inside of that folder. Create, Document. And you always want to title your document. And at the top of that screen, you'll see Untitled Document. You click on that link. Again, another box will appear, and you can give that document a title. I will title this Learning Guide. And choose OK. And now this is a typical document that can be developed similar to a Microsoft Word document. You can type inside of this document. You can use other word processing features like bolding, underlining. You can change the text color. You can highlight. You also have your number and bullet feature as well. I can turn that highlight off as well on these areas. None. So it's basically going to function like a typical Word document. So now if I exit out of this document, it does not disappear. You do not have to save. It automatically saves your information for you. So now if I'm looking at my online class, and I'm just scrolling on the side of my panel, and here we are. Here's my online class. You see that I have Module Number 1 and a Module Number 2 folder. And if I choose Module Number 1, I'll see that there is a document inside of that module. I didn't put anything inside of Module Number 2, so it just shows as an empty folder. If I go back to Module Number 1, I've developed a learning guide, but while in here, I can also develop a presentation as part of my lecture for my students. And to be honest, the themes that are available for you in Google are not as sophisticated as the Microsoft Word themes, but I bet they're going to start updating these themes very soon. But you can just choose one of the themes that are available in here, and I'll just choose Paper Plane and OK. And so now you can go ahead and develop a presentation that's also associated with Module Number 1. And again, it functions typically like a PowerPoint presentation. I can add additional slides. I can also change the format of the slide. So if I want to do a title and text, or a title and 2 text boxes, I can do that, or blank. So I'll choose here. And I can give it a title. And I can also just begin to develop content as I would in a typical PowerPoint. And if I exit out of here, you'll see that it did not disappear. It automatically saved for me. I have a learning guide, and I also have an untitled presentation. So that was my error because I did not give it a title, and therefore I don't know what this presentation is about. So we can easily correct that. You can right click on that presentation, scroll down to rename, and give it a title. Okay, so there you have it. So I've shown you how to develop a folder for your course and how to develop folders inside of that folder to kind of help you categorize and keep all of your information maintained in one central location. A couple other features that I can show you. I'm selecting the online class folder, and basically I can change my share feature on this folder to share my documents with other individuals. So for example, if I'm collaborating with a different instructor and building a class together, it would make perfect sense for me to share the entire folder and its content with that instructor so that we can begin building this content together. We don't have to be in one central location. My collaborating partner could be in a different country, across the state. It doesn't matter. As long as they have access to a Google Drive, they are able to help me to develop this content. So I'll just choose the online class, and you'll see the drop down arrow on the right. I'll choose that arrow, and there's a function that's titled share, and I'm going to select that. And right now it's private, only I can see the folder and the content, and any document and any folder that you develop in Google Drive will automatically be private to you until you change those restrictions. So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to state that anyone with the link can view, or I can state anyone with the link can edit this content. I'll save, and now you'll see under my access restrictions that anyone who has this link can view. If I don't provide the link to an individual, they don't even know that it exists. I can also invite individuals to view my content by emailing them. And by default, it states that this person can edit. If we're collaborating and I want them to edit, I'll leave it there. Otherwise, I can click on that arrow and just specify that the individual can view. I can add a message, so that way when they receive it as an email, they'll have a message from me. I'll type my message, click send, and done. And whoever I invited will receive an email message from me stating that I'm sharing a document with them, and I'm inviting them to collaborate and help me to edit that document. So for this class and for this assignment, that's how you can basically share your folder with me. Once you develop your class folder and the 2 module folders inside of it, you can just go to the main class folder, right click, and share it with me, and that way I'll know that it's done and I can upload your points inside of Blackboard. A few other edit features inside of Google Drive. I can select my module. I can open my module, and for example, maybe I don't want this learning guide any longer. It's outdated. I want to prepare a new one, and I want to just get rid of it. You see, if I scroll over the document in the top left-hand corner, there's a little box. If I click on that box, it'll provide me with other edit features in Google Drive. So one of those features is remove. If I click on remove, it's gone. It's gone into the trash can. If I did it on mistake, I can scroll down in my drive and go to trash can and find that document in here. Okay, you can also upload files either from your jump drive or from your hard drive. So if you're starting to develop Google Documents and folders and you want to use this as your cloud-based filing system, you can upload all of your jump drive files directly to Google Drive. So I'll go ahead and access my little test folder, online class and module 1. So I'm inside of module 1. If I want to upload a document within that folder, I will click on the upload button, choose file. I'll find that file wherever it is on my desktop or my jump drive. And I don't have a jump drive. I don't even use them any longer, so I'll just try to find a file on the computer. So I'll just upload something from my desktop. I'll just go ahead and select the document and open. And it's stating that I'm going to upload and share. And it's stating upload and share because I've shared that folder. So now you can see the indicator showing me that it has been uploaded. And I can open the document. And it's now a part of that folder. I can rename it. Select OK. Click out of here. Click out one more time. And now you'll see that I still have my test presentation and now the new handout number 1 document that I uploaded from my jump drive. I also want to show you another indicator. You see some of my files are just solid gray, but other files are gray with a little person icon, just like the online class that I just set up. When you see a gray folder with a little person icon, that just lets you know that you shared that folder or that content with someone else. And then also the search feature, I'll show you how to utilize that. If I go to my search box up top and I type in the name of one of the documents or the folder that I prepared in this area, you can see it's already coming up for me, and select test presentation. It'll take me directly to that presentation. And I don't want this video to be too lengthy, but I do want to show you one more quick tip when using Google Drive, especially if you're interested in uploading files from your jump drive or from your hard drive. It's going to be very important for you to make sure that those documents, which were previously Microsoft Word, are uploaded into Google Drive, but that they also convert to a Google Drive or a Google document that's compatible with Google Drive. And in order to do that, and you only have to do this one time on the computer that you're working on, you don't have to do this every time that you upload a file, but you want to go into your settings area and under upload settings, and you see that my computer is already set up for the conversion. You want to make sure that you check convert uploaded files to Google Docs format. If you don't do that, it will still upload the files, but they may not maintain the integrity of your original document. Some of the words may be a little off-centered or the font may change on you. But if you just go into your settings and choose this option right away, anything that you upload will upload in the right conversion property and will be functionable for you in Google Drive. So this was just a quick video to show you how to develop your folders actually, but then I figured I'd show you a couple different tips while we were inside of your Google Drive. I hope this helps. As always, please feel free to message me inside of our Blackboard course shell or give me a call on my cell phone if I can be of further assistance. Thank you.